And we've scheduled really tough with Oklahoma, with Utah, with Arizona, with Arkansas, with Stanford, with UCLA, hoping to set us up RPI-wise to get us into postseason. And then we want to win the conference, and then we want to win our conference tournament, and that'll be an automatic qualifier to send us to postseason. So that's our big goal, is to get there, because then we know the season starts all over again once we can get there.
It truly is amazing. You rattled off a few of the Power 5 conference teams that you're going to be taking on, the Stanfords, the UCLAs, the Iowas, the Syracuse, the Nebraskas. There's just a number of teams. I guess if you want to be the best, you got to knock off the best.
We do, and we need to learn from them, and it's a great recruiting tool to be able to bring these teams in here and then to go play against them. Kids want to come to Grand Canyon, they want to be a part of the Christian environment, they want to be a part of the university, but they also want to play on the big stage. And that's what we've been setting ourselves up for the last 4 years. And we have to learn from great athletes and great coaches, and thankfully we're getting that opportunity to do that.
Well, the coaches, at least 4 of the 6, and I know you can't vote for your own team, but they expect you to win this conference. Those expectations are pretty lofty throughout the conference.
Yeah, and that's really nice that the coaches think so much of our program and of our kids and stuff. But it's also a preseason thing, and so we'll see at the end of the season. Once the conference season's over, once the tournament's over, that'll be a new experience for us since we haven't been to the conference tournament. So, while I appreciate their respect and it's very humbling, it's such a long season, and there's a lot of parity in the WAC, so anybody can beat anybody, and we're all just scrappy and just trying to compete as best we can against each other and see who comes out on top.
That's a new experience with tournament eligibility, but it's a new experience here at GCU Softball Stadium. You had the field in place last year, but now this amazing seating and the press box. Can you talk about the total environment now that it's complete?
Yeah, it's funny because we watched it go up literally brick by brick, when they started with the press box and concession stand and the restrooms, and that alone is going to be so nice just for your staff, for game ops, for sports information, just for the fans, and it's a nice atmosphere, and then the seating, we've got 450 chair backs, so it's going to be really comfortable. We've got bleachers that have backs on them, that it's going to be comfortable. The covers, everything about it is just going to be so much nicer for our fan base. And having more seats, we turn people away because we've drawn so well in the past, which I'm hoping to continue that now, but now we have spots actually to put people, and it's, we watched it go up, and I still just look at it and just go, man, we're so lucky, we're so grateful to be here and get going now.
I want to talk a little bit about some of the players, Shea and Sierra Smith. Let's begin with the 2 that are anchoring the left side of your infield.
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, I'm already trying to figure out how I can keep them for 4 more years, and they're only juniors. So, but yeah, they're tremendous athletes, and they compete and they push each other. I think that's a typical twin thing. But on the left side, they've played together their whole lives, so they have kind of the unwritten communication and unspoken communication, and they hold each other accountable, which is really good. And then on the other side, they both hit for power. They are gap power. They can lay down a bunt. They can soft slap, power slap, steal bases. I mean, they're just complete players, and they've been so steady for us just in the 2 years they've been here, and not about matching numbers. It's just about what they're capable of doing and what they continue to do, just because they're great athletes.
Behind the plate, you've got somebody that's kind of a veteran, and Kenzie Hill. Can you talk about the catcher? Yeah,
Kenzie has been such a bright spot since she transferred in, and it was fun because about 3 weeks before her season started, she just took over the spot. She just came from out of nowhere and took over the spot, and she hasn't looked back since then. Every part of her game has improved, and she was a 3rd-team all-region kid last year and all-conference and everything, and we're just expecting more great things. She has such a good temperament. She works really well with the pitchers.
On the right side, Bianca Bowling over at first base. The right side looks like it's pretty solid, as well as the left side we just talked about.
Yeah, I'm excited about her leadership back over there and the power numbers that she brings to the plate. She's very vocal, and again, another calming presence. And then we'll look at Lou and Jordan to fill in that spot at second base, and I like either one of them over there. So I feel like we're in good shape in the infield.
How about outfield, Lainey? What's the rest of the group look like?
Yeah, Lainey will anchor center field again, and then we've got Maddie Dowdle back as a junior in left field. We've got Taylor Kay in right field, and then we've got Kate Acton and Taylor Tetone, who will also vie for some opportunities out there as well. And then Chris Bellavia, we see to explode on the bases. The kid can run, so I think that's where we're going to get some time for her.
Well, Taylor Nolan had to make the transition to the broadcast booth. You're losing an ace on your pitching staff. What's your pitching staff look like now?
For so many reasons, but you gained her, so I'll have to hear all about that. But expect Bo to have another great year, coming off her Canadian experience and stuff, and that was outstanding for her. Mariah's healthy, and she had a great year last year up until we got into conference, and then she just ran out of gas. Her back just wouldn't hold up. And then we got 2 freshmen that are very different, and it's going to be a lot of actual depth, and that's going to be fun. And so we're just excited. We're excited to have all 4 of them, to actually have a full pitching staff, and I expect the depth, and they push each other, and I like that.
Finally, you're taking on the #1 team in the nation, the Oklahoma Sooners. What do you hope to accomplish after playing this team?
Well, confidence, and playing because we have nothing to lose. There's not an expectation from outside people that we're going to win. So we just need to get out there and compete and do the little things consistently. That's what I'm hoping for.
All right, Ann, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Ann Pearson, head coach of the GCU Lopes softball team. We'll be back with more. Kate, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Coach, and thank you, Barry. And as you saw, they were just going over some of the incredible features here right behind us at the GCU Stadium, where the softball team tonight will be showcased here on Cox Channel 4, Your View. We are counting you down to first pitch between the Lopes, the co-WAC defending champion, and the 2-time national defending champion Sooners. However, that game is a little bit delayed right now. Don't worry, we've got you covered. But right now, the Sooners in action behind me against Weber State. Let me give you a live report right now. They are up 6-3, and we're heading into the final inning in just a few moments. So as that game unwinds, we will be bringing you action from our game, waiting for that first pitch. But we're not just talking softball here on the Lopes Pregame Show. We're going to switch gears and check out your serve out on the tennis courts. That's right. When we come back, we talk with Coach Greg Prudhomme, who has brought his winning ways to the GCU campus for over a decade now. We find out from him why this year's squad, both on the men and women's team, will have great expectations come NCAA postseason play. At least that's what he's hoping. We'll fill you in right after this.
I'm Dewey, a student here at GCU studying communications. My dad graduated from GCU in 2009, and he is definitely bleeding purple. He loves GCU to the max. Me choosing to follow in his footsteps was the best idea I could have chosen. I absolutely love sports, playing them and watching them, and I could talk about them all day. GCU has made it possible for me to pursue my passion of becoming a sports broadcaster. The program they had here and the direction it could take me was exactly what I wanted and what I needed. Knowing that I could talk to a professor or a counselor about literally anything that has to do with my academia or even just my personal life was encouraging and exciting to know. The friends and the roommates that I've had in the last 3 years have made my quality of life 1,000 times better. I am a GCU Lope, and I will forever always be one.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back to the Lopes Pregame Show, where we're getting you ready for first pitch at the GCU Stadium. We are unveiling this beautiful new state-of-the-art stadium, and when the lights go on, it will be the Lopes taking the mound to fight against the best in the nation as they go up against the Oklahoma Sooners. Right now, the Sooners playing Weber State, and after this game's over, it's all about the Lopes. But we want to remind you, as the action is unfolding tonight, you can be a part of our broadcast by finding us on Twitter and Instagram using the hashtag LopesRising. As you see right now, we have tweets rolling across the bottom of our screen, and that tweet could be yours. So jump online, get on that phone that we know you have in your hand. The computer's probably not too far away either. And use that hashtag LopesRising. Be a part of our broadcast and be a part of the fun tonight. I am Kate Longworth. Thanks so much for joining us here on Cox Channel 4, Your View. As I mentioned, we're counting you down to first pitch between the Lopes and the Sooners. However, the Sooners, well, they've got a doubleheader tonight, and right now they're in action against Weber State. They are up heading into the final inning. We'll have a couple minutes to get both of these teams ready for the next game in action, and then we will be bringing you that first pitch. We've got you covered. Don't you worry. You just sit back, relax. It's been a long week, right? It's Friday, and we're going to bring you some fun in just a few moments. But first, we're going to switch gears and talk about another elite program here on the GCU campus. We're talking about a men's and women's head coach when it comes to tennis, Greg Prudhomme, and he has brought his winning ways since first stepping on the courts here 11 seasons ago. Now, coach is hoping that when he steps on these brand new courts here with some great talent. The team has been able to recruit some very strong players and returning a lot of high-level talent. Well, he's hoping they have the right chemistry to push their way into the NCAA postseason in their first year of eligibility. Take a listen.
Barry Butel alongside the head coach of the men's and women's tennis teams here at Grand Canyon University, Greg Prudhomme. And Greg, we've talked many times in the past, and of course this is your 11th season at GCU, your 10th as the head coach of the men's team. We're out here on the new courts. First of all, welcome to the show, and then talk a little bit about these new facilities.
Thanks for having me. Always great to be here with you. We're super happy about these new facilities. The kids don't sit in the van 50 minutes to an hour a day going back and forth, so it's great that they get to experience the college feel, walk to the practice, walk to the weight room, walk to classes and food. It really helps with our player development. We can do more individual workouts. So yeah, we're happy to be here.
Men's team did really well, co-regular season champs in 2016. The women were WAC regular season champs in 2015 and in 2017. The success of your programs, building and building here at the D1 level.
Yeah, it's building. You know, we thank the administrators and our executives here at the university for giving us the resources that we need to be successful. Because the university is so wonderful, it certainly helps attract the better players. But because the name of our tennis program is moving up, because we've been getting these regular season championships, that's also helping with the recruiting. So we're hoping to have more of the same as we keep moving forward.
Can you talk a little bit about the women's team and what fans can expect to see from your team?
Yeah, you know, it's a great mix of returning players as well as new players. We brought Martina Lopuma in. She's going to be playing very high in the lineup. We're still working on getting Ludovica Infantino eligible out there. And then you bring back seniors like Lana Rinaldi and Kylie, Selena, Amelia, and then of course I have to have another Prudhomme on the team. So I've got another daughter, Autumn Prudhomme, is following in her older sister's footsteps and keeping in the family,
parents' footsteps,
in the family business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it, or they'll just keep coming?
I have a son. We've got a few
Okay.
years. We've got a few years. He's just starting high school next year. So.
And
yeah.
Tatum is great, grad assistant on the staff as well.
Yes,
It's great to have that experience.
Amit Maharaj is my full-time assistant for many years. He's just been doing a great job and part of our success in this program. And then to have Tatum joining in, the experience that she acquired playing up high in the lineup those 4 years. And then we're bringing in a new men's GA, Jan. He was the #1 player at University of San Diego.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your men's team.
Yes, we've been branching out in the last couple of seasons. We're having some early success in Division I, modest, but we're going in a good direction. And it's good to get over and play in these different regions on the other side of the country to let them know what GCU sports and tennis specifically is all about.
All right, thank you so much, and we wish the tennis teams the best of luck this year. And of course, you can see you can't go too far without getting a great crowd here on GCU campus, whether it's the Havocs packing the house at the arena or tonight. It's Faith and Family Night here at the ballpark, and you're seeing a lot of students here and a lot of members of the community heading out to the ball game tonight, looking for a great matchup tonight as the co-WAC champion, defending champions in the Lopes, take on the two-time national defending champion in the Sooners. That game is coming at you in just a few moments, and as I mentioned, it is Faith and Family Night, and we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll talk to some members from the Canyon Worship Team right after this break and let you know what's in store coming up later this evening. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Your View with more softball action.
GCU offers more than 200 innovative programs across 9 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Hello, Phoenix. This is Jerry Colangelo from Grand Canyon University. You can join the GCU community by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors and get the support you need to excel. I look forward to seeing you on campus.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
Pregame show. We're talking softball tonight, but first we want to remind you the GCU men's basketball team is coming off a tough 2-point loss last night at UTRGV, but they have a chance to rebound and get back in that win column, seeking a little revenge tomorrow night at New Mexico State. Michael Potter and Tom Kuiper have the call at 7 p.m. tip-off on The Fanatic, AM 1580, 99.3 FM, and 95.9 FM when the Lopes tip off against the Aggies. They need a win against the first-place Aggies to inch closer to a top 3 seed in the WAC race, which is, of course, next month in Las Vegas will be the big tournament. And we will also have more Lopes basketball action coming at you on Your View later this month when the Lopes return to action at GCU Arena. And as we mentioned, the Lopes have the opportunity to play in the postseason coming March because all of the teams are gone through that 4-year transition to Division I play, and now all teams are postseason eligible, including the softball team, and we are counting you down to first pitch. I'm Kate Longworth. Thanks so much for joining us here on Your View, where it is also Faith and Family Night here at the ballpark, and I'm joined by some very special people who have their hand in what will be going on tonight. We have Bella and Kylie, and also Josh and Trevor joining me. And guys, let's just kind of go down the line right now, but Kylie, just take me through what is Canyon Worship.
Canyon Worship is basically the album that we put out, but we also have a worship team through the Worship Arts program here at GCU.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. You guys are students, and I'm sure as an artist, you dream of doing something like this. To already have an album out, what's that mean to you?
It's an awesome opportunity for all of us. It's something that we wouldn't get to do going to another college, so it's great.
And Bella, how did you get involved with the worship program?
I auditioned for it. I'm a freshman, so it's pretty new to me, but it's been an amazing experience, and the worship team here is just incredible and such amazing people, and it's been awesome.
Being a freshman and having this group to belong to, how did that help when you come into a new university, a lot of new faces, and the whole situation and surroundings are all new to you? Did this give you kind of a little grounding, an anchor, if you will, some support?
Yeah, it definitely has given me just such a wonderful family that I can that I know has my back and that will be there to pray for me and love on me. So it's been amazing.
Great. And Josh, what is your favorite thing about GCU?
Well, I think there's a lot of distractions that can take you away from your faith at just at a college atmosphere. But just being in in a sort of worship environment where I can hang with people who have similar faith that I do, and it just helps me stay on track with my faith. Always praising the Lord no matter what. Always being at the right place, and that's probably my favorite thing, and getting to play music at the same time. So it's just a win. It's just a win-win for everything.
Yeah.
So,
what kind of opportunities, aside from playing music or along with your playing music, does GCU provide for worship leaders like yourself?
Well, there's definitely a lot of connections with churches outside of GCU. So I've definitely connected a lot with churches outside of GCU, personally 2911, I'm going to start playing drums there.
Oh, nice.
It's actually going to be really fun. So just having that kind of accessibility to other churches, being able to practice and being on stage in front of other people, continuing to worship and stuff like that. It's also that's just a great thing about GCU.
Yeah, and it's just really great that you guys are getting this experience as students because it's really opening the future for you in this area of worship. And for you, Trevor, just take me through what tonight will be like for the fans in attendance for Faith and Family Night.
Faith and Family Night is going to be awesome. We're just going to worship together as a community, both teams together. So it should be an awesome night. I'm excited.
Yeah, and I know I had the opportunity to talk with Oklahoma coach earlier this week and also their program. And I know they're very excited that they landed here this night to be a part of this. So I think that says a lot for GCU's program and all you guys are doing. And now I think it's only fair that I step away from the camera because I want you guys to play a little something for us. And I know you don't want me near a mic if you guys are singing, all right? So take it away.
All right. Do you want to count off? From the bridge, right? Yeah. I'll just say 2, 3, 4.
I needed rescue, my sin was heavy, but chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I was an orphan, you called me a citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healer. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open, 'cause when you call my name, I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, into your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, into your glorious day.
Wow, that was absolutely incredible. And guys, we're going to go to a break, but if you want to just keep playing away, you don't have to sing if you want, whatever, but your music is a lot prettier than my voice. So as we go to break, a little bit more from Faith and Family Night tonight with the Canyon Worship Team. Guys, go ahead and just play us to break. We'll be right back with more Lopes pregame show coming your way. The Lopes have taken the field, getting ready for the matchup against the Sooners, who are coming off a victory over Weber State. We'll be right back with you.
In addition to watching WAC basketball on your mobile device, you can now watch selected games on your TV through Apple TV, Droid TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the Western Athletic Conference and Blue Frame Technology. Get ready for the WAC Indoor Track and Field Championships, February 22nd through the 24th in Nampa, Idaho. Who will be the next WAC champion?
The Grand Canyon University Championship Golf Course features over 7,200 yards of tees and tree-lined fairways, signature par 3s, greenside bunkers, and a 22,000 square foot clubhouse. The Lope House Restaurant, serving modern American cuisine, is open to the public 7 days a week. Come experience the best golf and dining destination in the heart of Phoenix. Book your tee times at gcugolf.com.
Welcome back to Cox Channel 4, Your View. We are getting you ready for the Lopes big game against the Sooners. The Sooners right now coming off a victory over Weber State, and we're just taking a couple minutes to get the field ready, to get the ladies ready, and then it is game action. We are counting you down to first pitch, and it is a clashing of champion sorts here tonight underneath the lights of this brand new state-of-the-art stadium, the GCU Stadium, here on GCU campus. I am Kate Longworth, and as I mentioned, it is a clashing of champions. Why? Well, because the Lopes are the defending co-WAC champions, and the Sooners, you may have heard of them. That's right, they have won back-to-back national titles. And Coach Pearson, well, she does not shy away from fierce competition. In fact, she has stacked this season leading into WAC play with some of the best competition throughout the nation, because she wants her team poised and ready in their first year of eligibility for NCAA play. Right now, we're going to take a look at what is in store for the Lopes when it comes to conference action as we take a look at the coaches poll. That's right, coming into the season, the softball team coaches, they got together and they voted who would take home the championship. Once again, well, it's GCU on top. GCU getting 4 first-place votes. Of course, the Lopes, they can't vote for themselves. That might explain some of that right there. And they had 24 points total, followed by New Mexico State, the Aggies with 22 points, Seattle University with 16. In that 4th place, it's Utah Valley, Kansas City picking up 8 points, and rounding things off at the 6th spot, Cal State Bakersfield. And coming into the same, you know what the team is all about when you look at these. They are the top-ranked team. They are the team with the target on their back, but that is because they are bringing back some very key players. Taylor Nolan, well, she is no longer with the team, but don't worry, she hasn't gone very far, just right upstairs to our broadcast booth. She and Barry Boutel will have the call for tonight's game, starting with first pitch. But these are the people we will be dialed into tonight when it comes to Lopes action, as well as throughout the season when you're looking at the WAC teams. Leading the way on the softball preseason all WAC team, there are some strong Lopes leaders, from Brianna to Kenzie to Shay Smith and Sierra Smith, the twins also getting some recognition in their junior year at shortstop and utility. And Nikki Butler, she's leading the way for the Aggies. Seen a couple other names on there from Chris Hippa at Cal State Bakersfield. And also Kelsey Horton, you'll remember, is the player of the year. She's coming back from New Mexico State in her junior year, playing that utility spot. And Andy Larkins from Seattle University, also a junior. You can find her out on the hill. All right, well, we are, like we said, returning quite a strong nucleus, the Lopes are. So Coach Pearson very excited for how the team is able to gel together right from the get-go. They also did some incredible things this offseason, from some mission projects to a lot of activities outside and off the diamond, to build that chemistry off the field and take it onto the field, because they are hoping it's that type of chemistry that will lead the way to big things. And if there's anyone who knows about big things, well, it's those ladies in the other dugout. That's right. The Oklahoma Sooners are the 2-time national defending champions, and they are once again being recognized for all that they can do. They are in that top spot when it comes to the USA Today NSCA softball rankings, and Oklahoma Sooners with 799 points in that first spot. Why? Because, oh yeah, they have a record of 61-9. Hard to improve off that, but they will do their best starting things off tonight. But the Lopes trying to play a little spoilers. They like that underdog position because they aren't the underdogs when it comes to WAC play. Meanwhile, rounding out the top 10, we've got the Gators in that 2nd spot, the Ducks in the 3rd spot, Washington in the 4th spot, along with UCLA in the 5th spot. A lot of recognition from the Pac-12. Arizona in that 7th spot. This is the national rankings, and a lot of those West Coast teams showing up there, and Florida State in the 9th spot, and Baylor coming off a 48-15 season, and they are in that 10th spot on the polls. All right, so how does the season look for the Lopes? Well, if Coach Pearson has a way, it's looking good. She goes through the schedule when she helps GCU schedule things out, and she really goes after some of the big teams, the teams that people are talking about, because the goal is for this Lopes team to go out there and win the tournament, NCAA, or rather the WAC tournament, to get into the NCAA tournament play. However, if things don't go as planned, the Lopes, they've got a backup plan, and that is a strong RPI. And they are trying to build that up, and it starts right now as they go up against Oklahoma the next couple of days. You're seeing tonight's action here on Your View. And then finishing off this tournament Sunday, Weber State, it's a noon tilt there. And then on the 17th, next Saturday, they'll be up at Palo Alto facing off against the Cardinal of Stanford at 10 a.m. first pitch. And then that is a tournament followed by the doubleheader against Arkansas. And following that, it will be UC Riverside and Syracuse, again, going up against some of the best. You'll see the Bruins on February 19th and Nebraska on March 16th, as well as Ohio State. And then on March 20th, finishing things off against Utah. And again, they're going off against some of these teams because they want to get ready for that WAC play. They are the co-defending champions, so you know they know what it takes to go out there. But this year, they get that ticket punch to the NCAA tournament action. So that is what they're hoping. And I had a chance to talk with some of the players this week. I know they are so excited. They also have put a ring on it, and the fact that they have their co-defending champion rings displayed tonight. They're putting those rings aside and picking up the glove, flashing a little glove for some highlights, bringing you here on Your View. But if we want to know about more softball and any athletic team really here on the GCU campus, we go straight to the man who knows it all, and that is the VP of Athletics here at the GCU campus, Mike Vaught, and he is with our very own Barry Patel. So we're going to take a quick timeout, bring back the superstars, Mike and Barry. They'll talk a little softball as well as basketball and everything else happening here on the GCU campus. And then before we know it, it'll be first pitch for the Lopes Sooners. We'll be right back.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared me to be an agent of change, so that way I can lead my classroom to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back to the brand new GCU softball stadium. As the Lopes and the Oklahoma Sooners, we are counting down to first pitch. The #1 ranked team in the nation, and the Oklahoma Sooners coming off a 6-3 victory over Weber State. So they're getting their field ready for the Lopes and the Sooners. Welcome back, Barry Patel, alongside the VP of Athletics here at Grand Canyon University, Mike Vaught, gracious enough to come up into the spacious brand new press box, which we are very thankful in the media to have this luxurious setting. How about this stadium, though? 10 in 2 years, and this was one of them.
Well, this is maybe one of our nicest facilities. Our construction and our architecture people did a fantastic job, and the University of Oklahoma, they play in a lot of good stadiums, and they commented it's one of the nicest ones they've been to. So we're excited to host them here tonight.
Of course, they're taking on the #1 team in the nation here in the Oklahoma Sooners, 61-9 a season ago. Back-to-back College World Series titleists, and the Ann Pearson and the women coming off a co-WAC regular season title, and they are in their first year of eligibility. And Ann has done a spectacular job as head coach of this program and taking on some of the elite in all of college softball.
She's done a great job. She's very experienced, very disciplined program. And when you look at the teams they play outside the WAC, it's a difficult schedule every year. Those games are helped our RPI, of course, so we're eligible for postseason play now, and that's really important. We're really excited to have Oklahoma. Thank Joe Castiglione, their AD, and all the people there in Oklahoma for coming here and playing us tonight for our opening night.
Yep, it was great chatting with Coach Gasso, and she was excited. Of course, they have a Faith and Family event immediately following the game, and they're excited for that as well. And Weber State gave them everything they could handle here in the game just prior to this one. They did come out on top 6-3. A week from tonight, as we talk about the 10 new facilities in the last 2 years, right over there, the brand new Brazil Field at GCU Ballpark. And hey, why not welcome in the 7th ranked TCU Horned Frogs coming off their 5th College World Series appearance. Wow. Nice opening night.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful opening night across the way. The baseball stadium's incredible, too. There's over 80 scouts going to be at the game. Some general managers from some of the pro teams are here, and it's sold out. Come early to get a seat because it's going to be a great night.
Yeah. Tim Salmon, of course, the GCU great, will be on hand, as well as some other big names that are scheduled to come on out. We hope that you'll join us right here on Your View for that broadcast, as Kate will be alongside with Mike Rooney, and we'll have many players, former players, coming on board and being recognized throughout the course of that game. Let's talk about some of the other, of course, 21 other athletic teams that are part of GCU. Swim and dive is doing phenomenal, and you just mentioned moments before we went on that you're headed up to Minneapolis for the NCAA.
Yeah, I'll be heading up there third week of March. I hope it's an indoor pool, but that's our first student athletes that will represent GCU in the NCAAs, and we're really excited. It's a great group of kids, and like you said, they have a tradition of success in that program, and want to make the trip up. Their old stomping ground.
I'm sure all the snow's melted. I'm sure the temperatures will be a balmy 30-some degrees, but that wouldn't be too bad. How about women's basketball? A big one-point victory against UTRGV, and they're right in the thick of things in the Western Athletic Conference. Great job by Coach Powell.
Well, they really are, and Coach Powell is awesome. You know, she's a high-energy person. She has a contagious smile, and she's really a good teacher. And throughout the season, our team's definitely improved, and they're right in the middle of it. I mean, anybody can win the WAC tournament once you get up to Las Vegas. You know how it goes, and we're hot right now. So big win tomorrow would really help against New Mexico State. They're a fine ball club.
That's at the arena, so come on out. And then the men will be at the Pan American Center in Las Cruces for a bit of a rematch, and they're trying to bounce back after a tough loss against UTRGV.
Yeah, I'm making the trip down tomorrow. We've got a Lopes on the Road event there. We're expecting over 300 people. We have some students going down. The Havocks are going down, so GCU will be well represented. It's a tough place to play, and we're really going to have to be on our game. They have a good ball club.
Lopes on the Road, that has been a tremendous success. I got a chance to fill in for Michael Potter on the radio side up in Chicago. There was a great crowd there. UMKC, there was a great crowd. There's alumni everywhere.
It's really amazing because it's really starting to take off. We went to Boise, and there wasn't even that many people in the computer in the area, and we had almost 400 show up at the Boise State game. So if you're in the area, check our website, Lopes on the Road. You can check it right at our sports website. For all the upcoming events. We're going to have some for baseball in the spring, but it's really been great to connect the people that don't live in Phoenix to our campus.
It's great to have a little bit of the home court advantage on the road, no doubt. But we're counting you down, Mike. Thank you so much for joining us as we get set for the start of the Sooners and the Lopes. Stay with us. We'll have more of our pregame festivities. We'll welcome in Cullen Mosier from the men's volleyball squad, as that team is off to a tremendous start. And how about their game and match last night against Pepperdine? We'll be back to talk about it after we take this time out.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages less than 17 students with full-time faculty. Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Call us today at 855-428-7692.
Well, it's great because we have Bobo back, and she had a great summer touring with the Canadian national team as well as the Canadian junior team. And Mariah's going to be healthy this year, so we're going to have 1 senior, 1 sophomore pitcher, but 2 returning leading pitchers on our staff. We used all 3 of them last year, and obviously we're missing Taylor Nolan, but I think Lexi and Yessie coming in, they're just going to give us more depth, and they're very different from each other, so it's going to give us a variety coming in not only as starters but also coming in off the bench. The big key for us is Mariah being healthy. She had a great year last year up until kind of her last weekend against Seattle when she couldn't go anymore because of her injury. But, you know, we expect a lot out of Bo coming in. All of the returners, I feel like they're going to have, whether they're starting or coming off the bench, I think they now that they've been through the program at least 1 year, they understand the level of expectation and what's at stake now that we're postseason eligible. So, you know, we know the Twins are going to go out and be great because they are. Bianca's going to come out. I think Bianca's going to have a great senior year at first base. You know, and then of course the 2 senior catchers, Lainey Gomez in center field. She's going to anchor that down, and I think as long as she just goes out and plays like Lainey and doesn't press and try and put the team on her back, I think she's going to have another great season too. And that's where we want to be. We want to be in those games. We want to have that opportunity, and in order to do that, it helps us to go against these tough opponents. When we get into a situation of being on a big stage, we've already been there. We've already faced the UCLAs, the Arizonas, the Utahs. So we're not going to be intimidated by it when it comes down to a postseason chance. You know, and it's just going to get us better. We learn, and it's nice profile games not only for our program but for the university as well. We did our goals the other day, and you know, we talked about RPI and we talked about our non-conference schedule, and we obviously know it's tough, but it's not only going to make us better, it's going to hopefully set us up for a postseason opportunity. We want to win the conference, and then we want to win the conference tournament so we can get into postseason, because as we know, as soon as we get into postseason, the season starts all over again and everything is open. So those are our goals right there. We want to get into regionals and then see how deep we can go into the postseason.
The program getting set to take on the #1 team in the nation, the Oklahoma Sooners, to battle the GCU Lopes, who have come out to a 2-0 start after sweeping a doubleheader last night against Montana. We are now joined in the press box location just moments away from our first pitch with Cullen Mosier from the men's volleyball squad, gracious enough to come on up after a big 5-set victory over Pepperdine. You guys were down 2-0 and you battled back. Talk us through what you guys were thinking down 2-0 to Pepperdine, to what willed your way to win 3 straight.
Kind of, you know, the mindset kind of changed. It was a big shift in sets 2 and 3. Our mindset was we just need to be aggressive and play our type of game. Noticeably, we've been starting off way slower than regularly, so I think as a team we're trying to get better than that. And with the new personnel coming onto the court and everything, we just have this level of aggression that I don't think Pepperdine was prepared for, and kind of just scared them a little bit, which gave us the early lead in the game and everything.
Now you got Logan Johnston's softball helmet here because you took an injury, and listen, it wasn't because I elbowed him here before the interview. This apparently wasn't even in a match. It was on a practice. You guys practice where your teammate did that to you? Gave you a little shiner there?
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, we try to have the most competitive practice gym in the nation, and we're just always trying to go hard against each other. So, you know, if we have to get rough with each other, it's okay. As long as as a team we're getting better, right?
Hey, getting better, and you'll need to get better, right? You got to step it up after a big 5-set victory against Pepperdine, #10 in the nation.
Yes.
And who do you take on tomorrow but UCLA? We encourage everybody to come on out to Antelope Gymnasium because you guys are taking on the Bruins.
Yes, and the Bruins are ranked #2 in the nation right now too, so it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game for us to prove ourselves and continue our season, just how aggressive we want to be in the season. So
Coach Worley's done a great job. Second season, it's a veteran-laden group, a lot of seniors on this team. Talk about the remainder of this season. Where do you think this team's going to end up?
Well, you know what? If everything goes where we want it to do and we play at our potential, I think it's going to end very well. We hope to make our conference playoffs and, like, you know, be in that final. Last year we had a very good season and we were able to finish second in the MPSF and we lost against Ohio State, which is a national championship. So, you know, you can't harp on us for doing that, but we would love to try and get a conference title underneath our belt this year.
Well, you be careful in practice, and good luck tomorrow against UCLA.
Thank you.
Cullen Mosier, our guest. Stay with us. We are just moments away from the opening pitch as the defending national champion Oklahoma Sooners battle your GCU Lopes. Stay with us right here on Your View.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, the 2018 WAC Basketball Tournament at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. March 7th through 10th, 14 games, 4 days of WAC madness. Be there for the triumph. Get your tickets now at gculopes.com. See you in WAC Vegas.
Grand Canyon University, Arizona's private Christian university, is a top tourism market bustling right in the heart of Phoenix. Join the student team at the GCU Hotel, Canyon 49 Grill, and coffee shop GCBC for real-world learning opportunities. Hospitality students can gain workplace skills and leadership training on the GCU Championship Golf Course, featuring brand new amenities. Across every enterprise, you have the chance to network, learn, and grow. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
Get your mind right and make this work. Let's go to work. Come on. Everything you got. Go get it.
Live from the heart and soul of Phoenix, welcome to the campus of Grand Canyon University and to the brand new GCU softball stadium as the Lopes play host to the defending national champion, #1 ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Good evening and welcome. Alongside first team all-WAC standout pitcher Taylor Nolan, I'm Barry Butel. Kate Longworth will be along in just a moment. Well, if you want to be the best, you have to take on the best. And the Lopes, after starting the season 2-0, are taking on a defending national champion, 61-game winner in the Sooners. Why not?
Why not? Why not play the best, right? Play the best, be the best.
No doubt about it. And the Lopes have 7 returners on this squad. They have a veteran-laden group, and Ann Pearson has to feel good coming off co-WAC title.
Oh, for sure. I can't wait for this game tonight. It's going to be awesome. Co-WAC champs, 2 years,
2 years back-to-back co-WAC defending champion in the regular season. Now they're tournament eligible. Part of that veteran-laden group is on the left side, and as a former pitcher of the squad, you have to be pleased with Sierra and Shay Smith behind you.
Oh, for sure. As a pitcher, having Sierra and Shay, the twins, behind me, anything that was hit to them, I knew was going to be out. Hard hit, even, out for sure, every time.
Sierra Smith hitting a grand slam last night in Game 2. A big win, 5-2 in that Game 2 after a 6-2 victory in Game 1. Both of them from Waddell, Arizona. Well, as a 19-game pitcher just a season ago, Taylor, you obviously are pretty pleased to have a veteran backstop. Kenzie Hill, the transfer from Utah State, does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, Kenzie's awesome. Great catcher. Me and her had a great friendship as well off the field, so that even brought us closer together as her being my catcher. So she knew me, she knew what was great for me, what pitches were awesome for me. Before the game, she knew what to call. She's great.
That is phenomenal, and of course she does a great job as well at the plate offensively, leading in a number of categories. Was tied for the team lead with 4 home runs. Now, the Oklahoma Sooners 61-9 a season ago. Big win here just a moment ago. They gave Weber State gave them everything that they could handle, but they came out on top 6-3. Patty Gasso, the head coach, they are defending national champions. This is a tall task.
It is. Like Ann, she loves to play the big teams, so can't wait. This team, though, they have great speed, great power, so it's gonna be a good challenge for the GCU Lopes.
Most outstanding players: Shane Knighton, Kaylee Clifton, Romero Penley. We'll talk about this powerful lineup in just a moment. Time now, though, to get it all started. Let's send it over to the public address announcer with our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Emma Corti and Michaela Nielsen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say
Fantastic job with the national anthem. As you saw Ann Pearson and the Lopes getting set to battle the Oklahoma Sooners on a beautiful night in downtown Phoenix as the Lopes get set to battle the #1 ranked team in the nation in the Oklahoma Sooners. Let's take a look at the Oklahoma Sooners order. For head coach Patty Gasso in her 24th season, the NFCA Hall of Famer, 4-time national champion, winning it in 2000, 2013, 16, and 17. Jocelyn Allo leads things off. Kaylee Clifton is the second baseman. Shane Knighton, the most outstanding player in last year's College World Series, is at first base. Volley View is the DH. Sydney Romero is at third base. Nicole Penley is in center. The shortstop is Kelsey Arnold. Leah Wodak is behind the plate, and Nicole Mendez is in right.
Knighton over there at first base. She's got awesome power, great speed. Can't wait to see what she's going to do.
And Pearson has set the defense. Let's set it for you. Maddie Dowdell in left, Lainey Gomez in center, Taylor Kay is over in right. The Smith twins on the left side, and Sierra at third, Shea Smith at short, Lorianne Olson at second, and Bianca Bowling is at first. Mariah Valencia is on the hill, and Kenzie Hill is behind the plate.
Get ready to watch those twins over on the left side. Also, Bobo, sophomore pitcher. Can't wait to see what she's going to do against these Sooner hitters.
So Bobo on the hill. Good crowd on hand here at the brand new softball stadium. Bobo underway. Team Canada appearance. First pitch, low and outside, ball one. Just up, oh, called a strike. A little late on the call, but 1-1.
Big thing Bobo's going to need to do for tonight with this big hitting team is to get ahead. So it's a good thing she got that strike early.
Slap, right field, going back on it. Right at the line, base hit though, drops in. Goes underneath the fencing, so Allo is gonna have to go back over.
That was a great try by Taylor Kay out there in right field. Here she goes for the dive, and oh, it was barely fair, and then it bounced right over the fence.
Taylor Kay trying to make a play on that. So Allo is at second base. Kaylee Clifton hit .356 a season ago, had 8 homers, 33 RBI, 15 doubles. Strike one.
That's what Bobo needs. She needs to get ahead soon in the count, very fast.
Cody Little, Tyler Barfus, and Dale Wilson umpiring. Just inside. 1-1. Lopes wearing their purple with the white lettering. Sinners in crimson and cream. Lost just one letter winner a season ago, Macy Hatfield, 16 returners. Two-one, slapped at. Over to first, and there's one away, Shea Smith.
I'm telling you, over on that left side, Twins, nothing's going to get past him.
Lock it down. You mentioned in pregame just how reassuring that is to have the Smith twins be called upon as Shay Knighton steps in. She hit a team-leading 70 RBI a season ago, and you remember Game 1, the College World Series. She delivered that 3-run blast and ended the game in 17 innings against the Florida Gators.
Shay Knighton's a dangerous hitter. You have to really hit your spots as a pitcher right here, especially with somebody on base.
Just outside and low, 1-1. Hill chats with the umpire. Knighton steps in. You see the numbers, 358, 76 hits. 1-1. Ground ball low. It finds gap between short and third. Allo at third. Knighton turns at first. And the Sooners have runners at the corners.
Inside pitch. She's got right in the gap, right between those twins.
Knighton aboard at first. There is one out. Top of the first inning here at GCU Softball Stadium. Valea view. Oceanside, California native, lefty. Took a swipe at it, draws back to third, diving back, Zallo. Knighton makes the move over to second.
Very obvious first and third play. Kinsey threw it back to third, and it was really close, but she was safe.
A view, team leading 18 doubles a season ago. Two runners in scoring positions. Lapped at over the head of Bobo. Allo comes in to score. They get a view at first. And Knighton ends up at third. 2 away. Sooners on the board, 1-0.
Little grounder right over Bobo. Lulu got it at second base, but scored a run.
2 outs. Knighton at third. The batter, Sydney Romero, third baseman. Strike one.
There you go. Bobo needs to get ahead early, just like she did. Her drop ball is very effective, so I hope she keeps throwing that drop ball hard and inside to these batters, and she's going to be awesome.
Romero from San Diego. Slapped at center field. Put away by Lainey Gomez. The Sooners respond in the top half of the first inning and lead it 1-0. Bobo steps in, coming off great season a year ago. She'll be looked upon now with Taylor Nolan joining us in the broadcast booth after a spectacular career with the Lopes. Ann Pearson has put out this starting lineup for the GCU Lopes against the #1 ranked Oklahoma Sooners. 15th season for Ann Pearson. Christy Musser and Kelsey Monroe are the assistants. The grad assistant Amanda Gardner and Karen Gadberry is the volunteer assistant. Shay Smith leads things off. Lorianne Olson is the second baseman. Nikki Gomez is the DP, the designated player. Sierra Smith, the third baseman, bats cleanup. Lainey Gomez over in center. Maddie Dowdell, the left fielder. Kenzie Hill behind the plate batting seventh. Taylor Kay, the right fielder, bats eighth. And Bianca Bowling is the first baseman.
These hitters for GCU, Barry, the ones we're going to look out for, I think, is Nikki Gonzalez and Bianca Bowling. Man, when their bats are hot, they're hot. They're going to go over the fence for sure. I hope they get ahead or get a hold of a pitch here from Paige Parker, and it's going to go far.
Yeah, you mentioned Paige Parker. Spectacular career at Oklahoma.
Starting pitcher, velocity in the low 70s. They've got a couple of pages that are potent. Lowry as well saw action in relief against Weber State earlier tonight. 44 appearances, 31 game starts. Look at the record, 26-5, the ERA 1.43.
That's what the best in the country will do right there.
Shea Smith at the plate. Strike one.
Parker here has really great rise ball, really biting pitch to swing at. She also has a great curve.
Swung on, slap foul, first base side. Let's take a look at the Sooners defense. Allo in left, Penley in center, and Nicole Mendez is in right. Romero at third, Kelsey Arnold is the shortstop. Kaylee Clifton at second, Shay Knighton at first, Leah Wodak behind the plate, Parker is the pitcher.
Talking to Coach Gasso, Clifton is the best all-around athlete they have.
Base hit, the lead off, the bottom of the first, just past the diving Kaylee Clifton.
There's one of the twins for you. There's Shea Smith hitting a base hit against the #1 team in the country right now. All smiles for her.
Big confidence boost as Lorianne Olson, the second baseman, steps in. Four for 6 is Lorianne after the first 2 games. Had 5 total bases in those 2 games, the doubleheader sweep over Montana. Merowich is in at third. Slapped at, missed. In the hole now, 0-2. Tip foul.
There's that rise ball right there, Park.
There's really 3 different receiving points for that rise ball.
Oh yeah, there's the one way out of the zone, like she kind of just threw right there. There's one that just bites, that you just swing at and miss it every time.
0-2. Ooh, caught in the rundown to Shea Smith. Caught in no man's land. Back over. And she's picked off.
She goes trying to get in the rundown right there and just does not make it. Looked like a big lead. I think she thought that the ball went past the catcher and then just did not work out in her favor.
One ball, 2 strikes. Lorianne Olson. Ground ball, Clifton. Over to Shay Knighton. Quickly now 2 away after that leadoff base hit by Shea Smith and the pickoff.
It's a great play by Knighton. Almost a bad throw, but she caught it over at first.
Nikki Gonzalez steps in. 3 RBIs after that doubleheader sweep last night. Has the power. Ball 1. 2 away. Sooners on top, 1-0 early on. Swung out and missed. Line drive, it'll drop, base hit for Nikki Gonzalez. Drives it to left.
She was one I said before this inning started, Barry, that Nikki Gonzalez has a great bat. See, she waited for it. Solid hit right into left field.
Well, that rundown is just crucial right now. I mean, it could be one out, runners at first and second. But there's two away with Nikki Gonzalez aboard at first. So you look at Ann Pearson, former assistant at Arizona State, now been the head coach here for 15 seasons. Leading the transition to D1 eligibility throughout the transition period of 4 years, and now they're tournament eligible. Coming off the conference regular season title, co-title. And 4 of the 6 coaches, you can't vote for your own team, have selected the Lopes to secure the WAC title yet again this season. Sierra Smith, grand slam in game 2 last night against Montana. Takes it inside, 1-1. Fouled off behind the plate.
Parker's ahead now. Sierra's got to watch out for those rise balls.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Sierra Smith. Ooh. That catch the bat?
It must have, because she's not going to first.
No. Whoa, that was close. 43 feet away.
And yes, got the knob. That's a foul ball to Sierra Smith. Whew.
Slapped down to Knighton, got it on a nice hop, steps over on first. So they get 2 hits, they leave a runner stranded and did not come up with a run. And the Sooners have a 1-0 lead after 1 complete at the GCU softball stadium.
Founded on the belief that the entrepreneurial dream is an engine that drives innovation forward in a global marketplace, the Colangelo College of Business educates and develops values-driven business leaders. Our graduates exemplify the principles of servant leadership and entrepreneurship. GCU's strong Christian identity informs the education you receive, integrating our Christian values with the business curriculum. The college features more than 25 programs from the bachelor through the master's level, catering to traditional, evening, and online students. These programs serve a diverse set of aspiring business professionals who not only learn in the classroom, but gain real-world experience operating actual businesses. Our students also receive unique access to Jerry Colangelo's legendary experience, leadership, and connections throughout the business world. Find out more at gcu.edu/business.
Paul Cook from your GCU band director. See him at every GCU men's basketball game, of course, leading the way. Great to see him in attendance with so many others supporting GCU softball against the top-ranked Sooners, who lead at 1-0 as we travel to the top of the 2nd inning. It'll be 7-8-9, Penley Arnold Wodak for the Sooners. Rio Rancho, New Mexico native. Taking a look at that one all the way in, just missed.
Bobo in that first inning she got first pitch strikes on 4 out of the 5 first batters, so she needs to get ahead right here.
Yep. Falling behind now, 3-0 to Penley, and you want to be careful pitching to Penley. 17 homers led the Sooners. First 3-ball count of the game for Bobo.
She needs a strike right here. First batter walks, never good. Oh no.
Ooh, just missed.
Runners at first, though. That means we can do a double play right here. Let's hope for something up the middle right here.
You got to be careful with Penley. She also led the Sooners with 3 triples a season ago. Kelsey Arnold. Steps back into the box. Oklahoma native. Just outside as Bobo tries to get back into the groove here.
She's got to find that groove, Barry. 6 balls in a row is never good.
Nope.
Just going to find it right here.
Coach Gasso looking in. But foul. Two balls, 1 strike. Look at the Hall of Famer and Coach Gasso. California native. Swiped at, missed, tossed down to first. Diving back, nice move, diving back by Penley.
There's a slap attempt there, and she threw it, and it was super close. She's safe. We've got a called strike on that as well.
2-2, battling back, Bobo, here it comes. Just upstairs, full count.
That's close, and that's a great eye by Arnold. Got full count now.
Infield moving in. Even with the bags. Arnold squaring around, pulls it back. Just missed outside. Back-to-back walks for Bobo. Leah Wodak's going to make her way down to talk to Coach Gasso. The associate head coach of Oklahoma is Melissa Lombardi. Her focus on the pitchers and the catchers. Lombardi, a Glendale, Arizona native, played at Greenway High School. Former catcher for the Oklahoma Sooners. Been a part of Coach Gasso's program for the 4 national championships. Foul back by Wodak. Action in the bullpen. Mariah Valencia. First pitch strike though for Bobo after back-to-back walks. Pulled back on the bunt attempt. Just outside, 1-1. Sooners beat the Lopes 7-1 back in 2016 at the Easton Tournament in Fullerton, California. This, of course, the second meeting. Ooh.
Last game against them when we played them in 2016, much closer game. We had a little in the outfield. Ball went off of Lainey Gomez's glove. Otherwise, it was close game, Barry.
You cannot have a mistake, right,
No.
against a program like the Sooners.
No, not against great teams like this.
Runners at first and second, nobody out. Bunted right in front of the plate, nice bunt. Throw down to first, beyond the reach. Hill trying to get it over to Olsen, who is covering at first. And Penley comes in to score. Arnold over to third.
That's a perfectly placed bunt.
No doubt.
I don't know if Kinsey didn't have a good grip on the ball or she was rushing too fast, but just a throw right in the dirt.
So Wodak aboard. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Sooners on top now, 2-0. Top of the order. Hello.
There you go. That's what Bowen needs. She needs to get first strikes.
Check that, Nicole Mendez. Runner off to second now. Pulled back on that bunt attempt. Wodak over to second.
Now we got runners in scoring position, and Bo's up 0-2.
0-2 to Mendez. Slapped that foul, third base side. Near the bullpen area for the Lopes. Arnold at third, Wodak at second. Oh, 2 to Mendez. Swung on and missed. Foul tip. Called by home plate umpire. Rush off the plate as perhaps a bit of it caught Hill. Making sure she's okay. Cody Little, Tyler Barfus, and Dale Wilson are your umpires. Line shot. Back to second.
There we go.
Got her in time. Picked it off. Wodak out at second and quickly 2 away. The Lopes needed that one.
Yes, that's exactly what they needed in that situation right there, Barry. Great swing, inside pitch right to Lorianne. Caught it. Easy double play right there. There's that line drive. And Shea was ready.
Definitely had to be ready. Back to the top of the order now, Jocelyn Allo. Singled in that opening inning down that right field line. Scored the first Sooners run. Numbering. We'll get Allo. And that's the final out. So a runner comes across the plate, but they limit the damage to the Lopes. And the Sooners lead it 2-0 as we travel to the bottom of the second. We'll welcome in Kate Longworth.
Well, in the famous words of Beyonce, they liked it, so they put a ring on it. And they being the Lopes, and what did they like? The outcome of last year. They returned to the diamond this year as the defending co-WAC champions. And if you're going to return to the diamond, well, you might as well show off the diamonds. That's right. The ladies on the softball team now have these incredible, lots of bling rings to show off for their championship in the conference. They wore these rings to last week's basketball game. And I had a chance to talk to some of the players about this achievement, and they said there was nothing like it when they got those rings, because it was really just a symbol of all their hard work and everything they had lined out, the training for that season, all coming to fruition when they got that co-championship and putting on that ring. They said they just felt so proud to have a momentum from that season. And they said it's a great reminder of what they want to accomplish this year. It's a visible reminder. And they said that this year, of course, taking home honors in the conference would mean that much more, as it is GCU's first year of eligibility into tournament play. And Barry, I hope you're not sitting too close to Taylor up there under the lights, because yeah, I was going to say, you might be a little blinded up there. Taylor, what was that like for you when you got that ring?
It was great. Of course, it's awesome to get a WAC championship ring. And I had one my freshman year as well. So having 2 out of the 4 years is unbelievable.
Fantastic. Certainly have set the program up with Ann Pearson as you look at 2014 and 2017 on the outfield wall. No doubt that's why they're predicted to win the conference again this season. Coach Pearson, she's not afraid. She just jumped right into this transition period like it was, that's how we schedule it. We take on the top teams in the nation. And you guys had to be pumped to take on teams like Oklahoma and all the others that she schedules, all that non-conference powers.
Yeah, one of my freshman year as D1, very first year, we played Alabama the very first year, and Arizona and all those. And
there's a rumor you hit a home run in that game.
that rumor is true.
Nice. Pitchers usually don't hit.
No.
Much less hit homers. You're like Archie Bradley. Hit that big triple. I mean, you couldn't even hit a home run. That's all you do is hit homers. Even Archie Bradley, all he could come up with is that triple. Lady Gomez. He's hoping to get the Lopes on the board. 304 average last season.
Lainey is a power line drive slapper. If she gets a hold of this ball, you better watch out, especially up the middle as a pitcher. It's dangerous stuff.
Center fielder. Paige Parker, 26 game winner a season ago. Lainey looks at it outside and high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Parker looks into the dugout. Now to her wrist for the pitch. Up high is driven foul, out of play near the Sooners bullpen.
She's got to hold that high rise ball, but foul.
Just caught the end of Gomez's bat. 1-2 remains the count. Parker can bring it. 74, 75, topping out at. And it's only 43 feet.
That is fast.
Wow. Just inside. That's like Randy Johnson's on the hill, right? I mean, that may be what some people can equate it to. I mean, when she ends up releasing the ball, it's like you could hit her hand with your bat if you came around and swung. It's just so close. Slap! Third base side, Romero over to Knighton.
That was a great battle by Lainey Gomez.
Hung in there, battled. Gomez has a word with Dowdle. Madeline Dowdle steps in. Picked up an RBI in the doubleheader against Montana last night. That's in the dirt.
Maddie's got some good pop to her bat as well. If she gets a hold of one, it's going to be a nice hit.
Upstairs. Checked down to first base. Didn't go around.
Cut off the rise ball. Now, if this Lopes team can hold off that rise ball, they're going to be very successful this game.
2-0. Slapped that foul. 2-1. Oklahoma returning all 3 of their 2017 All-Americans, Clifton, Knighton, and the pitcher, Paige Parker. 2-2. Signs. Interesting. Hidden. Just outside.
Woo!
That was
close. That was a good eye by Maddie.
Owen outside.
She's thinking about it. She held up.
3-2 coming. Payoff. Outside and aboard with a walk. How about that at bat for Dowdle?
1 out, runner on 1. This is a good situation right here for Kenzie Hill.
Mention it, Kenzie Hill. Team tying 4 home runs a season ago. Sooners on top, 2-0 early on. Bottom of the 2nd inning. First pitch strike by Parker.
Kenzie Hill, she's a tiny little thing, tiny but mighty. She can hit that ball hard.
Oh, 1 pitch from Parker. Swung on. Fouled off. In the hole now, 0-2.
Behind 0-2, Kenzie's got to really battle right here. Watch for that rise ball.
Van Pearson at third. Over at first is Christy Musser. Here we go, 0-2 yet again. Upstairs, throw back. Ooh, diving back. Dowdle. Gotta be on your toes when you're on the base path. We saw that one miscue by Shea Smith after she had that leadoff single to begin the bottom of the 1st. Now the Lopes have another runner at first.
It's a good eye right there.
Boy, a little off speed on that.
Yes.
That's nasty. Ground ball, is it 2? We'll see. Turning at 2 over to first. Not in time. So they get Dowdle at second. But Hill's aboard with that fielder's choice.
Little hit right off the end of the bat. Slow enough for Kenzie to get down there. Use her speed. Run right through first base.
So there's 2 away now, and Taylor Kay will step into the batter's box. The right fielder.
As fast as Kenzie was down the liners, then TK is even faster than that.
Romero's inching in at third.
And being lefty, she is faster because she is on the left side. Gives her extra step to get there faster.
Slap at it. Got that lead, the Glendale, Arizona native. A 1 pitch. Little half swing foul. Taylor's in the hole now, 0-2. .34 pitches for Parker. Oh, swung on and missed upstairs. Caught her up there. Taylor Kay goes down. Runner is left stranded, and the Lopes trail the Sooners 2-0 after 2 complete at the GCU Softball Stadium. We'll be back with more between the Sooners and the Lopes after we take this timeout.
I'm Bethany. I'm a junior at GCU, studying Christian studies with a minor in psychology. Really what made me fall in love with GCU was the ministry aspect that they have here. I love all of the different community service opportunities that there are here. Students are making a huge impact on the Valley just through painting the Valley purple. It really means a lot to people in Phoenix to hear that somebody's from GCU. It almost gives you like credentials because they know that you're a good kid and that you're gonna go far. I have the privilege of bringing 7th and 8th grade students onto campus every week. I get to present to them a college readiness program. It honestly makes a huge difference in so many of their lives. I also am part of a mentorship program, so I am a mentor for a girl here in Phoenix. I get to walk her through life just like people are walking me through life. I definitely think GCU is preparing me for my future and teaching students and being a difference maker in the lives of other people.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Top of the third, we travel. The Sooners on top of the Lopes, 2-0. Beautiful night here in Phoenix on the campus of Grand Canyon University at the brand new GCU softball stadium.
Compared to last inning, Bobo needs to get ahead fast. Those first 2 walks is what killed them the last inning.
Kaylee Clifton steps in. Ball 1, down low. Bobo Bocage. Forget about that Brianna. She's Bobo.
Yeah, Bobo for sure. Brianna, who's that? Who's that? Oh.
Ooh, caught her on the backside. Clifton aboard.
Just got her right on the butt.
Right in the gluteus.
Best place to get it.
I don't know about everybody, but there's a lot of cushion back there for me. And that'd be one spot it wouldn't hurt.
I would say a lot better in the back. I'd get hit in the butt any day.
Man, they get you in the back. Yikes. That hurts. Shay Knighton singled, stole a base in that other plate appearance. Pulled back. Ooh, big jump there. Marianne Olsen came over to cover the bag. 0-1 now to Knighton.
A runner on, no outs to Knighton. Bobo's got to really hit her spots right here.
Line base hit into left just over the head of Smith. Sierra Smith at third. So runners now at first and second as Clifton makes her way over.
She got the low pitch. Line drive right over to left field.
She's shaking her head like she didn't like it.
She golfed that one. Shook her head like she didn't like it, but a base hit.
I'll take a base hit any day.
That's right.
Vallejo View. Little number down to first. Out of the base path. Be careful. View is out, and the runners do advance though. So Clifton's at third, Knighton at second.
Yeah, as a first baseman, a little grounder like that, you're supposed to stop the runner and get her so the girl at third doesn't go, but you can't ever turn your back like that.
Gotta be careful. Romero, a little off speed. Inside. We'll start to track some of the speed here.
Yeah, Sydney Romero has a lot of power and is very fast. So the runners on second and third, we've got to be very careful here.
2-0. Romero flew out to center in the first. Sooners have a couple in scoring position as they try to add to this 2-0 early lead, the top of the third. Clifton at third, Knighton at second. Pitcher Romero, ground ball, Smith, off of Shea Smith into left field. Clifton will come in with the third run. Knighton advances to third, and Romero's aboard.
It's a great pitch by Bobo, just right off the glove and into the outfield, right to Maddie. Only one run scored.
Tried to square up on it and just caught it off that right hip, did Shea. Nicole Penley walked and scored a run, the second one for the Sooners as she steps in. One away. Runners at the corners now. pitched around her in the first and squared around the butt. Throwing back, Knighton. Got back just in time. Woo. She's got a little smirk on her face. Great job by Hill.
It's a called strike right there. And Kinsey threw it. Ooh, that was close to me. Here's a second look right here. Oh, her hand barely got there. Oh, she might have been out there, Barry.
Oh, it was close.
She might have got her leg.
Penley. Hill tried to put it on the corner and look back at the umpire, and he said no.
You have second and third now, 1 out.
One. Penley.
Woo. Wow.
Trying to paint that corner, not.
She wasn't biting at it.
No.
Looked good though.
Very disciplined hitter. Don't want to monkey around with Penley though. You got to pitch around somebody that led the team with 17 homers a season ago, and also in triples. Could open it up with a hit. Man.
That umpire's not liking that corner over there.
Is tight on the strike zone. I think
Here it comes again.
Hill's letting him have it.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, he's not having that corner over there.
That's pretty close to the black. Penley pretty disciplined, 3-1. Oh, Bobo put it pretty much in that same spot. Back-to-back walks for Penley, and the bases are now loaded. Romero advancing over to second. Kelsey Arnold will step into the batter's box. Coach Gasso will come over to chat with her as the infield moves in to talk to each other in the center circle.
All right, now we got bases loaded and 1 out. This could be a really easy double play right here.
Make it sound like it's not going to be a problem. Very easy double play.
Let's hope so right here.
Did we tell you this is a GCU broadcast? Reagan Rogers has actually stepped in here early on now for Arnold. And Bobo has been putting it right there in that same location and just not getting the call. He's going to have to move it over just a bit. She's locked in there. 1-1. 50 pitches, even up 25 balls, 25 strikes, ground ball. Just one play. Knighton comes in to score. Wasn't hit just hard enough for Olsen to turn 2, so she had to go to first.
Yeah, if it's hit a little bit harder, Barry, I thought that was a double play I was going to call.
Yeah, would have been that easy one.
I mean, last night in their game opener, they had about 3 double plays, so I was ready for one to come tonight. We still got lots of game left.
2 away, limiting the damage. 2 runs have come across the plate for the Sooners, opening up their lead to 4-0. Ground ball, it's going to be a tough play. Smith's got a long throw. Got her! Wow, Shea Smith nailed her. Wodak over at first base, and boy, did the Lopes need to turn that one. Gasso's not going to agree with it. Going to go over to talk to one of the umpires. Let's take another look, just see how close that was. Way in the hole.
Backhand to Shea. She launched it all the way over.
Ooh, yeah.
It was close.
That was close. What a rifle by Shea Smith. Let's send it over to Kate Longworth.
Well, guys, I know we've already been admiring the digs here. Obviously, the Grand Canyon University Stadium, very impressive. I don't know if we're very surprised because, as many of you know who's been following our broadcast, that GCU has a 10 in 2 initiative where they are building 10 new sports facilities in 2 years. And so these ladies very proud to step out on the diamond in their new home.
It's awesome. So we've been able to watch it get built, obviously, over the last several months. And I play outfield, so I stand out there and I am looking at all the blank stands, and I can't wait to see all of our family and friends and other student athletes and students out there and watching us instead of being surrounded by the entire field like they used to. So we're super excited about that.
No, this stadium is awesome. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's bigger than I've ever seen before. We're so appreciative and so just happy for what Grand Canyon has been able to provide us. It's going to be great playing in the new stadium. It's going to be great having so many fans able to come to our games and support us each and every game here at home. So we're excited for it. It's going to be a great season.
And the players talking about how exciting it is to have fans in attendance, and I don't think they could have asked for a better turnout tonight. The sellout crowd for Faith and Family Night. And Taylor, I know you were talking about just being excited to be back here at the stadium. I'm sure part of you wants to be down in the diamond. We're happy to have you part of our broadcast team. But from a player's perspective, what would it be like to step out right now on the diamond in front of this crowd under these lights? I mean, this facility is top notch. I imagine it begs for you to bring your A game.
Of course. Being from Arizona as well, all of my family would try to come last year. And, I mean, the stands are so not as big as this, so my whole family could be here. All the friends could be here. So it's super exciting for the Lopes. I'm so happy for them.
Well, the playing field was in place last season. And now the seating is in place, covered seating. As the Lopes welcome in the top-ranked team in the nation. The Sooners lead it 4-0 as Bianca Bowling, who you just heard from, steps in. 5 of 8 first pitch strikes for Parker.
There's that pitch. He's not like that side over there.
Missed the first pitch here, though. Look at the numbers for Bowling. 4 homers. Tied Hill season ago. As the Lopes look to rally here, down by 4. Slap foul behind the plate. 1-1.
Bianca's a strong power hitter, so with the velocity that Parker has with her bat speed, this ball could be hit hard.
62 on that one, clocked by Parker. She can probably put an additional 10 miles per hour on it if she wants to.
Now, Parker's obviously one of the best pitchers in the country. She throws hard. 70 miles per hour even is hard for softball.
Caught Bowling there, 1 away.
Here's the pitch. Right inside. 2 strikes. It's hard. You got to battle.
Right placement. Back to the top of the order, Shea Smith. She let it off in the bottom of the first with a single. It's caught in a rundown. Swung on and missed.
Good eye.
Shea Smith, of course, Sierra Smith. You said there was no problem whatsoever distinguishing Shea Smith from Sierra Smith.
I mean, I've played with them for 2 years, so I can tell. I mean, of course, it was super hard, right, when they came to the fields, to the team. I could not tell them apart at all. Before each practice, I would have to really look at them and say, okay, Sierra has her hair in a braid, Shea has her hair in a ponytail. Yeah. And then I'll practice. Because with our visors on and we have sunglasses, you can't tell anything apart.
Would they help at all? Would they do that? And how they would wear their hair? Or?
Sometimes. I mean, sometimes for games, too. They'll both curl their hair, do the same exact thing.
They like to mess with people. I think Paige Parker's getting into a bit of a groove now as she strikes out back-to-back batters. That's 3 straight Ks now for Parker.
Looks about the same spot as Bianca's too. Both did not like that pitch. Woo!
Lorianne Olson grounded out. The first plate appearance, fouled off behind the home plate, off the screen. Four of 6 last night, 3 runs, a double, and a stolen base for Lorianne Olson.
She had quite a night last night.
Ground ball, Arnold over to first base. 3 up, 3 down for the Lopes in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the Sooners lead it 4-0. We'll be back with more here on Your View.
I'm Sarah. I'm a senior at GCU studying hospitality management. Since the program started, it's already grown so much. There's so many opportunities for students to be able to learn outside of the classroom. We have the golf course, we have the hotel, the restaurant. My professors are industry professionals. It makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'm being trained in relevant information. When you graduate from GCU with a hospitality degree, people know that you're prepared. I think it makes you better equipped to handle any situation. It makes you more valuable, especially here in Phoenix when there's so many opportunities. The best part about being a GCU student is just the fact that I'm in a community where everyone supports me and everyone wants to see me succeed. One of the things I love about GCU is just the importance they place on servant leadership. I serve in the children's ministry, teaching Sunday school. It's incredibly rewarding. GCU is helping me find my purpose.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable.
Great crowd on hand here at the GCU softball stadium to see the Lopes battle the Oklahoma Sooners. Lopes starting the season 2-0 after a doubleheader sweep over Montana last night. Bunt attempt is foul by Nicole Mendez. Lined out to the second baseman Lorianne Olson in the second. Top of the 4th here.
With a 1-2-3 inning the Sooners just had, they got to really, Boba's got to step in, get these outs because they're got a good momentum going right now.
Liner again off the glove this time.
Man,
There's
that was a
rocket.
hard hit.
Yep. Same hit she had, but Olson was able to gather in the second. This one.
She hit that hard.
The rocket.
She had it. It just fell right out of the glove. So runner at first, no outs. Let's hope for that double play now here.
There you go, that easy double play. Allo. Double in the first and a run scored. It's at ball 1. Grounded out to Bobo, or the first baseman rather, back in the second. Two balls, no strikes. Okaj. Driven foul, first base side, at the top of the netting of the Sooners bullpen. Two-one.
Off speed.
It's 2-2. Mixing it up is Bobo. Driven. Wow, is that foul though? Yikes. Heads up over there in the Grove area. State Wrestling standout. It's Allo. Yikes. Turned on that one. 2-2. That's upstairs. Count is full. Three-two. Misses outside. Mendez was off on that pitch. Pearson coming over to the home plate umpire, and Bobo is going to be coming out.
Here comes a senior, Mariah Valencia. Had hip surgery earlier this season, this year, back in September. She's coming back. She's stronger than ever. Hopefully she stays healthy.
Take a look at her numbers from a season ago for Mariah Valencia. Comes in relief. 18 appearances, 14 starts, was 6-3 on the season. 87 2/3 innings of work.
Yeah, and towards the end we had to slow her down because of her hip. Now she's healthy. Hopefully she can chug through this whole season. That's a big thing with Mariah. If we keep her healthy, she's a strong player for the GCU Lopes.
Baseball commences a week from tonight as the TCU Horned Frogs, the 7th-ranked TCU Horned Frogs, coming off of their 5th College World Series appearance, taking on the Lopes. As coverage begins at 5:30 with the Lopes pregame show. Kate will have it. And then at 6 p.m., the first pitch from the brand new Brazel Field at GCU Ballpark. Just a short stone's throw away from the softball stadium here. Mike Rooney will be alongside as Andy Stankiewicz and the defending WAC champion Lopes battle TCU.
Coming in, throwing strikes. That's what we like to see. Getting ahead in the count.
Nice to see that first pitch from Valencia. Bobo, 6 hits, 4 runs. Sooners have runners at first and second. Nobody out. Inside, gets away. Runners advance. Mendez at third. Allo at second. Kaylee Clifton was hit in the third by Bobo, and that one came close by Valencia. Clifton didn't move a muscle. There's a strike. Bobo's like, great, Valencia gets that, and you didn't call the...
I know, that looked like the same spot she was hitting, huh? Mariah just got it right in that inside corner that he liked. Now she's ahead 1-2.
Pitch from Valencia, that's upstairs, 2-2. Signs from Hill. Slap, third base side, coming to the plate. Gonna have a run down. Hill's gonna run it down, get the tag out. Oh, look out! Not sure what Allo was thinking, and she's picked off. Wow, that was a freshman error there by Allo. She should have just stayed right where she was. Surprised the coach didn't just say, stay right where you were.
Yeah. We're always taught to, get them both.
Just
and she went right
there.
away, yeah.
She would have been fine.
But she did that, and we scored one, though, so. Wait, right? Did they score at home?
Allo was safe there right at third. They tagged out the runner Mendez at third, and Allo would have been safe at third, but I think the ball was still in play, right? So then she started to move. Otherwise, if Aloe would have just stayed right where she was.
Here comes the replay.
If she would have stayed at third base and not moved, but
see,
probably time wasn't called and it was still in place, so she moved. Like, if Aloe would have just stayed put, with the Sooners would have runners at second and third. Aloe wasn't out until she moved.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have 1 out. She scored home. That was the right thing to do. She got the runner in.
Odd. So Mendez apparently dove back safely into third. And then when the Lopes made the move on Aloe, here's a base hit by Knighton and big turn at third base. Runners now at the corner. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Knighton is 3 for 3 on the night. And the most outstanding player of the College World Series a season ago is showing why she was named the most outstanding player.
And after that hit and 3 for 3 already tonight, she does look like a pretty outstanding player, don't you think?
I'm still in shock. Obviously, the Sooners pulled one over on me because Mendez dove back, but she dove in safely. And then she was smart enough to come in and score. Crazy.
Good base running by the Sooners right there. Get the runner in.
View is going to talk to Gasso. Ole singled in the first, was left stranded, grounded out in the third. 5-0 Oklahoma. Pulls back. Hill's going to fire down to third, diving back safely.
Comes a throw by Kinsey Hill. Just got back in time.
Clifton back at third, and Knighton at first. Knighton is off. Throw over the top of Smith. And the throwing error by Hill is going to result in Clifton coming across the plate with the 6th Sooners run.
And, oh, just too high. Launch it over into center field to Lainey Gomez. And there goes the runner. Woo, that was a close one.
Up high to View.
Got a runner on 2 now, 1 out.
1 out, Knighton in scoring position at second. Three and 1.
Off speed right there, just a little high.
Slapped at, fly ball left field. Dowdle underneath it, 2 away. Runner Knighton stays put. Sidney Romero steps into the batter's box. Reached base on an error in the third. Flew out to center in the first. Knighton is at second. 6-0 Oklahoma.
Low and inside for Sidney Romero.
Oh, right back. Oh, and slow roller. Smith can't pick it up. Oh, they get Knighton, though, in a rundown. Back to third. Coming back way out of the base path is Knighton called out by the home plate umpire. So the Sooners come up with 2 runs. Lead at 6-0. Some early season miscues by both teams.
Woo, Mariah flinched right there. Right off the bat, it looks like it's coming off a lot faster than it did. Slow roller made Shea. Slipped right out of her hand. Here comes the rundown. And she's way out of the path.
Let's send it over to Kate Longworth.
Hold on. Coach and I are walking over here.
Oh, all right. They're making their way over to find the camera location. As we'll check in with the coaches. All right, Kate.
All right, thank you, Barry, and I am here with Coach Gasso, and thanks so much for joining us here. And first, I just want to talk to you about being obviously the back-to-back defending national champion. What has fueled the team's success over the past years, and really since your reign over at Oklahoma?
One of our mantras is championship mindset. So at practice and games, we try to play with passion and heart and understanding of the game, which we haven't had a very good start to the day doing that, but they have a lot of pride in what they do, and they really enjoy playing the game together. So it's fun to watch them.
Yeah, Weber State did bring some offense against your squad. How have you seen your team in this game kind of bounce back?
Much better, a little more forceful and aggressive at the plate. Some of the base running things that we're doing are planned. And if it scores runs, then that's what we're doing that's right. But we're also running ourselves out of some innings by not being very reactive. But offensively, much better production this game.
What was the draw for you and your program to come out here and face Coach Pearson and the Lobes?
Coach Pearson and her staff and what they stand for and wanting to help open up their stadium for them is special to us, and we respect how they play the game and who they are, and this is where we wanted to start.
What are your first impressions of the stadium?
Beautiful, outstanding. Congratulations, and congratulations to getting support from administration to put this together. It's awesome.
And for you and your program, as you get more notoriety, what is it like for you guys to go out there and have a target on your back? Do you guys feel the pressure? Do you fuel off that pressure? Or do you just kind of put it to the side, just focus on your game?
I think we put it to the side, but as we start the season, we haven't really done that. We are forcing things a little bit, but when we get further into the season and things are a little more grounded, we don't worry, we just play the game. And I think that's what separates us from others, is that we don't worry. We just play the game. We don't play not to lose, we play to win, and we don't think about what the results could be in the middle of the game. We just never think we're gonna lose, and we just play that way.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully you've enjoyed this weather and not missed those 20 and 30
cold
degrees.
right now, but we're good.
You can't say that when it's like 28 degrees back home, right?
You're right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. And Barry, we'll throw it up to you. And I know you guys, we got a chance to talk to Coach Gasso earlier this week, and she talked about just that players she recruits, that players going into this program, they kind of seek it out. They want to be a champion, and they're looking for a high caliber team to play at. And of course, Oklahoma, one of those teams at the top of the list.
Yeah, the success, of course, just is a magnet. Coach Gasso, 24th season now at Oklahoma, has built a program that is dominating college softball, 3 national titles in the last 5 years, back-to-back national titles. They had 1 senior on the squad a season ago in Macy Hatfield, and she's added that with a top-notch recruiting class. What a great program. No doubt getting that support from administration in Oklahoma, much like Ann Pearson is getting with these new facilities at GCU in their infancy of D1 play, now in their first year of tournament eligibility after the 4-year transition from D2 to D1. It was great to hear from Coach Gasso earlier in the week about what she had to say about Coach Pearson and the respect she has for Coach Pearson, how she's building a program. She said she wouldn't have done it any differently, taking on some of college softball's best programs. Season ago, Coach Gasso was talking about a misstep against North Dakota State early on. So they know that they needed to come out and play well early on this season as the Lopes get on base here to lead things off rather.
It was a great at-bat by Nikki Gonzalez.
Mentioned Melissa Lombardi. She's been with Coach Gasso for a long time after finishing up her collegiate career at Oklahoma. The Glendale, Arizona native, Greenway High School, former catcher for the Sooners. Perhaps one of the youngest coaches that joined Coach Gasso's staff just a few years ago. But she was so determined, so aggressive, that Coach Gasso gave her the green light to join her staff, and she calls her a right arm. Part of 4 national titles at Oklahoma along with Coach Gasso, and grew up right down the street. Slap to left. Pulled in by Allo. And Sierra Smith.
She made great contact with that ball right there. It was just right to her.
Pinch runner. Two-tone.
Freshman Taylor T-Tone out there at first base, taken for Nikki Gonzalez.
Lady Gomez. 1 away. Bottom of the 4th. Slapped at. Foul, third base side. Lopes coming around a little bit now here in the bottom of the 4th. Parker had a string of strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Crowd trying to rally the Lopes. Rise ball up high, slapped at foul. 0-2. Parker, the 0-2. Off speed up high. Mixes up that speed. That one in the low 50s. We've seen consistently in the 60s. We know she could probably step on the 5th gear if she wanted to. Push it up close to 70. That's got a little bit more on it. And Gomez goes down with the strikeout.
Comes the last pitch. Just up and in on the hands. It's a great pitcher's pitch right there.
Maddie Dowdell. Dowdell steps in. Walked into second. Outside and low, 1-0. That misses outside, 2-0. Parker steps up, walks back, and now we'll get a visit by Wodak. Let's send it down to Kate.
Well, guys, I don't know if you can hear from your vantage point, but loud and clear here, I can hear the Lopes cheering from their dugout. And it's funny because when they were at the basketball game last week, I had a chance to talk with Coach Pearson and some of the players, and I asked them to kind of just give me the vibe, the personality of this team. And one of the ladies joked, they said, we're kind of like Havocs that play softball. And you could hear them down here, and you can feel that energy, and that energy tends to carry over into their competition on the field. So pretty good description of what this team brings to the game.
That was a great description.
Was it?
Yes, being on a team last year and being in that dugout, yeah, your ears are ringing the whole time from someone on the left and right of you, just screaming the whole time.
Now the Havocs paint their faces and stuff. I suppose that's kind of frowned upon.
Yeah, we don't do that, but we're as loud as them.
Yeah. There's what's great about college softball is there's an energy.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
for
it's
sure.
just amazing.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a fun atmosphere to be around as a fan. It's a spectator to be around this environment. The athletes are just constantly. There's a constant energy around every team, really.
Yeah, and Ann loves it. She loves when we're loud, and we have cheers for almost every player. So they come up to the bat, and you know the certain cheer is going to come up.
There's Logan. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Dowdle. 2-tone. Swung on and missed. Parker comes up with another strikeout. Paige Parker, back-to-back strikeouts, closing out the bottom of the 4th inning. The Sooners on top, 6-0. We'll be back with more from the GCU Softball Stadium on the campus of Grand Canyon University right after this timeout.
I'm Mary. I am a sophomore at GCU, and I'm studying biomedical engineering. GCU is definitely preparing me for the next chapter in my life through the dedications of professors, the advanced technology labs, and the support from the advisors and faculty. Biomedical engineering is not easy. We are able to interact with the doctors and provide the tools they need to be successful. I want to be able to start my own company and create the crazy technologies that doctors are using, and that way when I see them, like, yep, that's my product right there. I feel like I'm becoming an engineer because throughout the classes and my activities that I'm involved in working at the lounge, I'm learning how to problem solve in a short amount of time. I am able to get an understanding what my purpose is. My purpose is to be a leader and to help everyone around me. I'm excited to learn, and I want everybody else to be excited.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Great crowd on hand here as we travel to the top of the 5th. Sooners coming to the plate. Romero Penley, Kelsey Arnold's position. Reagan Rogers stepped in, pinch hit last plate appearance. Mariah Valencia in relief of Bobo Bocage.
Off speed.
Ball 1. Henley, back-to-back walks, runs scored. Left stranded in the 3rd. Team leading 72 hits.
Woo, that was a good pitch. Umpire did not like those corners.
2 balls, 1 strike. Popped up. Olsen wants it and gets it. Penalty out. Kelsey Arnold back in. Straight around the bunt, pulls back with the slap at it, but pitch was outside and low. Look at her career numbers. Slapped at, ground balls. Shea Smith over to first, quickly 2 away.
There's 2 up, 2 down right there. Just what the Lopes need.
Leah Wodak. Quickly 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Fly ball left field, ranging back on it. Dowdle, and quickly 3 up, 3 down. Valencia coming in, doing a great job in relief of Bobo.
That was just the inning the Lopes needed right there. 3 up, 3 down. Now it's time to hit.
Send it back down to Kate Longworth.
Well, guys, obviously the Lopes hoping that they can carry that momentum into the bottom part of this inning and make some things happen at the plate. But first, let's take a look at everything that's in store for this team. Obviously, we're enjoying the night under the lights here at the brand new GCU Stadium. And the team will open their WAC play on March 30th. However, leading up into that, they've got a packed schedule. And Coach Pearson, you know, she knows if they want to be the best, they have to go after the best, like the likes of the Sooners tonight. And coming up next week, they're going to see Stanford, Arkansas, Riverside, Syracuse coming at them fast and furious. And then on Monday, February 19th, it's UCLA. Some other highlights coming up later in the season. You'll see Georgetown on March 9th, Iowa March 10th, Minnesota March 10th. In that doubleheader, Nebraska, Ohio State, and really, Coach just told me that when she was making this schedule, obviously the goal heading into this year with the team being NCAA tournament eligible is to go out and win the WAC and win the WAC tournament to get the bid into the big tournament. However, she said they have stacked the schedule with a backup plan, meaning they hope their RPI is strong enough that even if they don't win at that tournament, they will get invited to the tournament. And Taylor, just from an athlete's perspective, what is it like for you when you're gearing up for a game against some of the best? When you're going up against the Sooners, I know that every game you want to go out there and put on a show, but do you know in your mind, I know Coach was kind of taking me through, there's kind of color-coded schedule, that there's certain games where you just got to bring it, and she really wants to see, you know, how you measure up. Use this game as a measuring stick.
I mean, of course, playing these big schools, it can be nerve-wracking sometimes, but like Ann said, play the best to be the best. And, I mean, they tie their shoes just like we do. Hit your spots, you know, and, I mean, good things could happen for the Lopes.
Kenzie Hill flies out. Right fielder, Mendez. 1 away. Taylor Kay, the right fielder. Struck out in the second. Bunt attempt foul. Paige Parker just 2 hits allowed, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 67 pitches. This 26-game winner a season ago.
Paige Parker's a 3-time All-American. 3 years and a 3-time All-American. She's living the softball dream.
I was reviewing some of the College World Series last year against Florida, and there she was in the dugout. She was unbeaten in the College World Series. I don't know what the record was, 8-0, and she was in relief of Paige Lowry. Consummate team player. Strikeout number 6 for Paige Parker. Just a lethal lineup for Coach Gasso.
Here's a pitch, and there's that rise ball. Her deadly rise ball she's got there.
Bowling pops it up infield. It's playable. Romero, and just as quickly as the Lopes. That was a 5-pitch inning for Parker. 3 up, 3 down. We'll step aside, be back with more as we'll travel to the top of the 6th with the Sooners up by 6 over the Lopes.
I'm a sophomore at Grand Canyon University. Earning my degree in biology and secondary education has prepared me to be a high school science teacher. In my classes, I'm getting different, diverse perspectives on very controversial scientific topics, and that better prepares me to respond to my future students. When I graduate, I'm going to make a difference in the Arizona educational system.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu. The Grand Canyon University Championship Golf Course features over 7,200 yards of tees and tree-lined fairways. signature par 3s, greenside bunkers, and a 22,000 square foot clubhouse. The Lope House restaurant, serving modern American cuisine, is open to the public 7 days a week. Come experience the best golf and dining destination in the heart of Phoenix. Book your tee times at gcugolf.com.
Back at GCU Softball Stadium, the Lopes trailing the Sooners 6-0. As the Lopes start the season 2-0 after a doubleheader sweep over Montana in this GCU tournament to begin the season at the brand new stadium. Great crowd on hand. Lopes fans supportive. The Sooners traveling. Some fans as well. Yeah, it's a little chilly, I know. Sooners fans probably laughing at us here. Ball up behind the plate. Looks like it's going to be out of play. Cole Mendez. Just outside by Maria Valencia. Mendez 1 for 2 on the night. Ooh,
Off speed.
Very nice pitch. Mendez stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed.
Comes that replay. Pitch right outside. Good placement right for Valencia. Woo! She wanted it, couldn't get it.
First GCU strikeout by Valencia tonight. Allo steps in.
Try that off speed again, a little high.
Upstairs as well. One run scored tonight for Allo. Three balls, no strikes. 1 away. Top of the 6th. Allo aboard with a walk.
Runner on 1 with 1 out.
Pinch runner coming in for the Sooners will be Hannah Sparks. Allo, who I thought made a base running mistake, but she was the one that was, I was the one that made the mistake because Knighton was safe at third diving back, and Allo drew the Lopes' attention towards her and allowed Knighton to come in and score.
Great pitch. Way to get ahead.
Oh, 1. Kaylee Clifton has scored 2 of the 6 runs for the Sooners. Sparks inching off a big lead. He'll eyeing her down there. Folks may want to fire down that way. "6'1" Hannah Sparks. In for Hallow at first. Pinch runner. 1-1. Sparks off with the pitch. Moving in is Dowdle. Sparks is going to get back to first. So the hit and run was on.
It was a beautiful diving or sliding catch by Maddie Dowdle out there. Here comes the slide. Woo! Caught it. We got 2 outs now.
Shay Knighton has been a perfect 3 for 3 on the night. 3 singles, a run scored.
That off speed. Got her ahead in the count.
A 1 pitch. One on foul now. Knighton in the hole, 0-2. How about Shay Knighton, the most outstanding player in last year's College World Series? Taking that one up off the dirt. Keeping those Smith twins busy on the left side. Ooh. Sparks dives back safely. Bounce in the dirt. 1-2. Slapped at. Base hit number 4 for Shay Knighton. Under the glove of Sierra Smith. Goodness.
That ball she hit was high, and she hit it on the ground. I mean, hitting a ball on the ground that's that high is hard to do. Right between the sisters again. 4 for 4.
Leading off just how she left last season, Shay Knighton. Left field blast. Dowdle diving for it.
Way to get out of the inning.
Oh my. That saved a couple of runs. Beautiful play by Maddie Dowdle. Take a look at this diving catch by Dowdle. 6-0 Sooners. Elopes coming to the plate.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Back at GCU Softball Stadium, the Sooners lead at 6-0 over the Lopes, and the Sooners have gone to their second page. This one, Paige Lowry. As Coach Gasso said, perhaps number 1 or 2 of the hardest throwers in the country. 72 to 75 miles per hour. So you look at her numbers, 16-3 a season ago. had an elevated ERA compared to Parker, who was at 1.43. She has ballooned to a 1.53 ERA.
Whoa. Wow. That's still, I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Parker's got that on her. Oh, and the 26 wins that Paige Parker had too. Lowry seeing action in the College World Series. We'll see if our speed gun works on Lowry here. Lopes better be ready. Oh, 68 on that first pitch. Shea Smith led the game off with a single in the first.
Woo.
Up high adds a few to that one at 67. 1-1. She's all business. Shea gets a piece of it, drives it left field foul.
69, it's the fastest we've seen.
Yep, we've seen an increase in speed each pitch. Shea able to come around on it. 1-2. Lowry to the plate. That's
71.
Grounded up the middle, base hit at 71 mph. Shea Smith aboard with a base hit here in the bottom of the 6th.
Fastest pitch at 71. And it made it right up through the middle.
2 hits for Shea Smith. Leadoff runner aboard here. Marianne Olson. 71 on that first pitch. 43 feet away from the plate. Look at this, 60 feet 6 inches. Slapped that foul behind the plate. 1-1. Olsen slaps at it. Lopes getting the bat on the ball against Lowry.
That's a 67. I mean, slowest she's thrown so far. Still super fast.
1-2, swung on and missed.
There.
Take a little, just a little bit off of a pitch, man. It's got to throw you off.
Now here comes her off speed at 56 miles per hour. Got Lulu.
Coach Gasso told us earlier this week that she's getting a lot better at location, mixing up her speed. She's very quick off the mound. She is. She does not delay.
Yeah, with Lowry pitching, you can see huge
shifts.
Yeah, there's a huge shift.
Saw it against the Florida Gators in the College World Series.
Got 3 over there on the right side on the infield. I mean, she's so fast, no one's ahead on her.
Ground ball, third base. Romero goes to second. Errant throw. Smith rounding third. Coming across the plate. And the Lopes get their first run.
Little dinky hit, but it doesn't matter if you make a bad throw, right?
That's right. Romero, errant toss over to second.
Woo, too far, and there goes Shea, all the way home.
Went by Arnold into the outfield. Penley had to come up with it. Well, Gonzalez is at second base now. Oh, back to second. Diving back safely.
Close one.
Sierra Smith with a grand slam in game 2 of the doubleheader last night against Montana. Lowry, the 0-1. Popped up, right side of the infield. Ranging back on it is Clifton. 2 away.
High pop fly to the infield. Could move Gonzalez. She's still at second. We got Lainey Gomez up.
Paige Lowry, the senior from Dallas Center, Iowa. Slapped at left side. Not going to be playable. Allo comes up with it. Arnold been busy there. Errant toss from Romero, and then Arnold can't.
Comes the replay.
Range out there.
It's that line drive. Got right past Cindy Romero. And held Nikki Gonzalez over at third base. She bobbled it a little. She might have made it if she would have sent her.
Lainey Gomez aboard with that base hit. Maddie Dowdle, hey, she made that spectacular grab to close it out, and then you come back the following inning, and you see it a lot. They have that opportunity at the plate. Runners at the corner. 2 away. Lowry in relief of Parker. 1-0. Ground ball. Clifton over to Knighton for the final out, but the Lopes leave 2 stranded. They do plate their first of the evening, and the Sooners lead it 6-1. Let's send it over to Kate Longworth.
Well, guys, the Lopes making things happen on the field as well as off the field. 17 players were given academic All-American status for having a 3.5 GPA or higher. And Coach Pearson said that is something very important to her, the idea of the scholar athlete, because she said she wants her players to be focused in the classroom, studying hard, and preparing for the game of life. Now, she said this is no secret. She said when she recruits players that they come out here knowing what she wants from them, that she wants an all-around player both in the classroom and out on the field. And I would say with 17 players getting such a award, that mission has been accomplished. And guys, kind of switching notes here. I'm kind of putting Coach Musser on the spot right here. She's right next to me. But a quick shout out to Tyler and Mackenzie, her niece and nephew.
My niece and nephew are the cutest things in the world. Hi, guys.
All right, and we had to add that in because social media is a big part of our game here for the broadcast team on YourView. And today on Facebook, I heard from for a friend I went to college with, and I haven't talked to him in years, and he just told me that his wife is twin sisters to Coach Musser. So a shout out to that, and we want to remind people, if you're following along the game, use the hashtag #LopesRising.
Fantastic. Small world. Valencia on the hill in relief of Bobo Bocage. Romero swinging at that first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Liner, left field, beyond. Dowdle to the wall. Romero's going to stand up at second. Leadoff double. She had 14 a season ago, Romero.
Yeah, she saw that ball all the way in, little low. She hit it right to the gap. Too far for Maddie to get, and she's standing on second.
Nicole Penley, the runner in scoring position. Penley had 65 RBI a season ago. Fly ball deep, center field. Penley with a 2-run blast for the Sooners, who now open up their lead to 8-1.
Comes a swing, up. pitch was up and she drove it up and out. That ball is out of here right off the bat. Yeah, she killed that pitch.
Valencia, you could see in her face, she knew right when it came off the bat. 8-1, Sooners on top. Coming off a 6-3 victory earlier in the day against Weber State. Had to come back in that game. They obviously got fired up. Coach Gasso probably not ecstatic with how they performed against Weber State. You look at Flores coming in. So Kelsey Arnold has a couple of pinch hitters in the game, so Arnold will come out.
It's like a brand new inning now. No one on base. We got no outs. Just falling behind with 2 balls.
Down low. Got to regroup after that blast by Penley. Misses upstairs 3-0. Freshman from Colton, California, Leah Flores.
Woo, good pitch.
Flores got thinking it was a ball. So step back in, 3-1.
She's looking for the walk. Let's give her another strike.
Foul. Third baseline.
She was way behind. Now she's at full count.
Plate umpire getting some new softballs. Flores steps back in. The count is full. 3-2. Valencia battles back.
Yes.
Rings her up. Flores was halfway down. Hopes fans.
Called strike 3. Here it is. It's a little up, but that umpire liked it. So did Mariah.
Flores didn't.
No. There's 1 out for the Lopes.
Valencia battles back after going in the hole there. 3-0. Kylie Lundberg will step in, the junior from Lakewood, California. As Gasso gets some other players, some IBs. Lundberg in for Wodak.
That was a nice pitch by Mariah. Starting the batter off with a strike, getting ahead.
No doubt some of the Sooners from California, their families probably made the trip over to Phoenix. Coach Gasso seizing the opportunity to perhaps get some of those players into the game. Some Sooner fans have made it out here to Phoenix. Why not, right? Temperatures in the high 70s, low 80s today.
Oh, the weather's beautiful.
Of course,
beautiful for
he's
softball.
fine. He's still in short sleeves, and all the Phoenicians are wrapping themselves up. Now that it's dipped down into the 60s.
It's chilly for us, you know?
Yeah. Foul down for first base side for Lundberg.
2-2's count.
Penley with that 2-run blast here in the top of the 7th, opening up after the Lopes got their first run. Lundberg behind the 2-2 from Valencia. Here it comes. High and outside. Count is full once again. 47 pitches for Valencia. Here it comes. Ground ball. It finds some room by the diving Olsen. A base hit for Lundberg.
It's a nice swing by Lundberg. Got right past Lorianne, right into the outfield. Got one out, runner on one.
Vanessa Takiaho steps in. I'd like to thank the Sports Information Department from Oklahoma for their pronunciation guide. It's amazing how some schools don't include that. Popped up. Foul territory. Bowling with the second out.
We got 2 outs now.
Back to the top of the order, Allo. Jocelyn Allo. Upstairs, 1-0. Lundberg remains at first.
Kinsey with a fast throw down over the first.
Should mention Andy Bean is the sports information director for Oklahoma, the Kansas City native who's been very hospitable. Fantastic. Sarah Woodward from GCU also doing a fantastic job, as you see President Brian Mueller and his wife here at the Lopes Sooners matchup. Here yesterday, last night for opening night. Rounded foul, heads up over there. I catch a clipboard over there. Hopefully.
Sounds like everyone's okay down there.
Yikes.
Woo, it was a close one.
I love those clipboards, getting in a protective measure there. Two Valencia on Allo. Swung on one that is up high. Remains 2-2.
That's Coach Kelsey Monroe right there. Almost got nailed by that pitch. The pitching coach over for GCU.
Tucked back behind
Yeah,
there.
she's tucked back now.
Keep that clipboard in front of you.
High pitch.
Foul territory. Is it playable? Oh, just hugged that wall right there, and Sierra Smith unable to grab it.
Go, be good here.
Great defense for GCU tonight against the Sooners. Minor to Olsen, picked off at second. Diving by Shea Smith. Rocket over to first. Oh, look at the grab. Maddie, Dowdle. Ball gets away from Hill, throw to second. Lundberg in safely. Two away. Count is full now to Allo. Here's Valencia. Payoff. Swung on and missed.
Great low and inside pitch from Mariah Valencia right there to get out of that inning.
We'll travel to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Lopes down by 7. See if the Lopes and mount a comeback against the #1 ranked team in the country.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light, so we can give our students the competitive edge they need to succeed. And now, GCU is leading in the areas of computer science and IT. We prepare students to meet the demands of the fastest growing industry through our innovative IT programs in our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Using the latest real-world tools and an adaptive curriculum, GCU gives students the education they need today to excel in their careers tomorrow. Join the most inventive concept in education right now and position yourself for a future in the expanding world of IT. GCU offers fast-track options with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, systems architecture, and business analytics. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Fans having a great time here at GCU Softball Stadium. Lopes fans, Sooners fans coming out to support on a wonderful night in Phoenix. Sooners are on top 8-1, looking to improve to 2-0 on the season after beating Weber State earlier today 6-3. Paige Lowry in relief of Paige Parker.
And Kinsey Hill leads us off.
Hill K. Bowling expected to come up here on the last at bat for the Lopes. Round out in a fly out. Pacific rallied here earlier in the day against Montana. Let's see what the Lopes can come up with against Paige Lowry. First pitch, ground ball. The shift was on, and all crimson and cream on the right side of the infield, and that played right into their hands. Coach Gasso
got one pitch, one out. As a pitcher, those are the best.
definitely knows how to align against some matchups as the infield remains heavy. No left fielder. They just have so much confidence in Lowry and that velocity. They don't think even the right-handed hitter can come around. That is domination. 69, right field, foul territory.
Yeah, if you get hit down that left field line, you're running forever. Especially with that shift.
Oh my goodness, that would be awesome. Holland, Kaylee Holland steps in, the freshman from Phoenix. What a great experience for Holland, stepping in against a College World Series participant, one of the best in the nation, in Lowry.
Yeah, big freshman hit right here, that'd be huge.
Confidence boost.
Yeah, definitely.
Great patience there, looking at ball one. She's in the hole, 1 and 2.
That's a good eye.
Lowry, the 1-2. Down low, 2 and 2.
There's her off speed, 55 miles per hour.
Anywhere from the mid 50s to the low 70s.
It's all over the place.
Wow. I'm still amazed it's just 43 feet. Lowry at 5'10". Slapped at right field. It's going to be a tough play. Ranging back was Mendez, but Holland with a solid hit to right. Two away.
Good connection off of it. She even had a backup for it. Caught though.
Holland, as I mentioned, the freshman from Phoenix. And the Sooners down to just one final out before they close this game out. Jordan Keaton from Casa Grande. gets the AB. 1-0 from Lowry. Foul. Eden, a sophomore. This to Grand.
Nice snag by the catcher back there.
2-1. Two balls, one try, Keaton. 2-2.
69 miles per hour right there.
Lowry looking to close it out for the Sooners. Two. Keaton got a piece
Still
of
battling.
it. Yep. Off speed, freezes her up at 54, and that'll do it as the Oklahoma Sooners win this one tonight, 8-1 over the Lopes. Lowry comes in relief of Paige Parker, and Coach Gasso pleased with back-to-back victories today against Weber State and now the Lopes. Lopes dropped to 2-1 on the season. We'll be back with more from the GCU Softball Stadium, so don't go anywhere here on Your View.
Our armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your service.
I'm Taylor, and I'm getting my Bachelor's of Science degree in marketing from GCU. Moving on campus was one of the best decisions ever. Once I moved on campus, what really made me feel like I was a GCU student was going to all of the events and getting plugged into all the different things that we have going on here. One of the things that makes me feel most safe on campus is just the whole community aspect. Like, we're a big family here, and just knowing that I'm welcome with open arms and I can just be myself. Being an RA has given me a lot of experience that I think I can carry on through the rest of my life. Between my academic scholarship, my RA scholarship, I've got a lot of school paid for already. And what's been nice is that as I've been working throughout school, I've been paying back my loan each summer. The day I graduate, it'll feel awesome because I'll be graduating in 3 years and I'll have little to no debt.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
8-1 the final score. The Sooners over the Lopes. 11 hits, just one error for the Sooners. The 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Lopes. They dropped to 2-1 in the season while the Sooners begin their season 2-0 after back-to-back victories today. Paige Parker had 5 innings of work, allowed just 2 hits, had 6 strikeouts. Shay Knighton had a great evening, 4 for 4, all singles. Allo at 1 for 3, Penley 1 for 2 with a 2-run blast, opening it up to 8-1. Shea Smith 2 for 3, a couple of singles in the game. Nikki Gonzalez 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Lainey Gomez was 1 for 3 with a single. Bobo Bocage went 3 innings to begin the game, allowed 6 hits and 6 runs, and was unable to come up with a strikeout as Mariah Valencia came in relief for the Lopes, who dropped this one against the #1 ranked team in the nation, 8-1. But definitely a worthy effort by the Lopes against this powerful lineup the 2-time defending national champion Sooners have as they begin their quest for 3 straight. But fantastic job, and I know Coach Gasso was not pleased with their opening win, as Weber State gave them everything they could handle earlier in the day, and then they come back here and take care of the Lopes Let's talk about our GCU Lopes player of the game.
The Lopes tonight, player of the game, Shay Smith. She was 2 for 3, 2 singles. Started the game off with a single, which is awesome. She also had a great defensive play over at shortstop. Long ball to throw someone out. Here it is. Long ball, backhand, out. Shay was amazing tonight. She had a great game.
Player of the game is Shay Smith from Modal, Arizona, the junior. 2 for 3, a couple of singles and a run scored. Great defensive standout as well as the one lone run for the Lopes. Let's send it down to Kate Longworth with our special guest.
Thank you so much. I'm joined by Nikki Gonzalez. And Nikki, first, as you're entering your senior season and the opportunity now awaits the Lopes that you guys are tournament eligible, playing here under the new stadium, what's the excitement level like for you just going into this season?
Oh my goodness, it is beyond crazy. Our grand opening yesterday was absolutely amazing. Seeing all the people that we have, all the supporters, it was awesome to just see them standing and cheering for us every moment of the game. So just being able to have our family, fans from school, the people that we see at basketball games are showing up for our games too, and it's been awesome.
And you're from Tucson, Arizona. Do you have family in the house tonight?
I do. My little brother's been standing right next to the dugout the entire game, calling pitches for the pitchers along with Kelsey. And so yeah, my family's back there too, and it's just awesome to have them here.
What's it like for you guys as you get geared up going against a really tough non-conference schedule preparing for WAC play? What is it like for you as a player when you come up against the #1 team in the country? Were you guys more excited? Were there nerves today, or what was going through your mind?
So like you said, it's all before going into WAC play, and that's what we're doing it for. We're doing it to build up and to really peak at the right moment. And yeah, they're a great team, and being able to play against the #1 team in the country is absolutely amazing. And the best part was that we knew that we were coming onto the field today, and both sides of the team were playing to praise God, right? And so that now that we get to come out here and have this moment after the game to celebrate that we get to play and enjoy these abilities that we have is the best part ever. But we just came out and wanted to give them a good game, and we'll come back out tomorrow and do the same.
Yeah, now that you've gotten a look at them, what will be the game plan tomorrow, and what did you see from your pitching staff tonight that you want to carry over tomorrow?
Well, game to game, there's always adjustments that we want to make, and we saw things that we can do better today, and we're going to take advantage of that and do that tomorrow. Regardless of who they put on the mound, we're just going to go out there and take some hacks like we usually do.
All right, well, thank you very much. Good luck all this season. We'll be watching you guys and hoping for the best.
Thank you so much. Lopes up.
All right, thank you so much, Nikki Gonzalez. Let's go now back upstairs to you guys.
Thank you. Outstanding job by Nikki Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It's great. They'll be back at it. They dropped this one 8-1, but you know that Ann Pearson's going to have this team ready, right?
Oh, yeah. They're going to be ready for tomorrow. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game tomorrow against them. Now they know what they've seen. They know they're the 2 top pitchers in the country, so they know what they're in for tomorrow.
They went up against one of the best in the business, a 26-game winner in Paige Parker, and she led the way. It was very limited in hits, 2 hits while she was out there on the hill, as the Sooners have some dominating starting pitching.
I mean, look at all the strikeouts she has. And this rise ball of hers, it's dangerous. She's a great pitcher. She's obviously the best. She's awesome out there.
Parker and Lowry, they should be a force. The Sooners are going to be fun to watch as they go back for the attempt for 3 straight national titles. So it's going to be a great year as the Lopes rebound after this one and try to vie for a WAC regular season title and then move on to postseason eligibility for the first season under head coach Ann Pearson. Be sure to come out to the GCU Softball Stadium all weekend for great action, including another matchup with Oklahoma tomorrow at 4:30. Our next telecast of GCU Softball in your view is set for April 13th when the Aggies of New Mexico State, the 2017 WAC co-champs with GCU, visit the Lopes in what could be a big series in determining tournament seedings. Pregame starts at around 7 p.m. with first pitch at 7:30. But that'll do it from here at the GCU Softball Stadium, where the Lopes fall to the #1 ranked Oklahoma Sooners 8-1. Please join us again next Friday evening when we'll join you from the brand new Brazel Field at GCU Ballpark for the Lopes baseball opener as they host 7th ranked TCU. But for now, for Kate Longworth, Taylor Nolan, and our entire crew, I'm Barry Butel. Wishing you a wonderful evening.